For the first time ever on RSN Live, we're going to be talking about ghosts. I am joined by paranormal expert Gary Wilkenson of NH Para Investigations. Well, thank you for joining us on the show.
It was my pleasure.
Now, we're talking about ghost stories.
That's right.
Now, tell us a little bit about what you do. What is a paranormal investigator?
They investigate paranormal activity, things that are not normal. Right. For example, EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, different electromagnetic wave indications. You know, they say ghosts emit electromagnetic field waves. And
now, paranormal activity, so it doesn't necessarily mean ghosts.
No, it doesn't.
What is your impression of the Mount Washington Valley as a host for paranormal activity? Is there a lot of paranormal activity here in the White Mountains?
Yeah, you know, from the Mount Washington Hotel to different areas locally. Stock Road Cemetery, where one of our founders, Samuel Stock, Major Samuel Stock, fought in the Revolutionary War. He's buried there with his wife.
One of the founders of Conway.
Of Conway, that's right, 1765.
And I understand you're actually kind of beginning to study that cemetery. So what is your plan and what are you hoping to find out?
Well, the most important thing about investigating paranormal activity is history. History is a big part of it. You have to know what from the beginning, where is it? Like they say there's two red eyes on the Stock Road Cemetery that follow you up and down and it glows. Well, you know, I have to find out. Well, I have to find out. You know, is that just hysteria?
Right.
Well, you know, why is that happening? So you go back and you look at the history and try to find out: is there somebody with two red eyes that followed everybody?
Well, the problem is if there are two red eyes that follow everybody, if I see those, I'm gonna become hysterical. So you'll never know if it was originally the hysteria that formed it, because I would just go crazy. Well,
that's the truth, and that's one of the other things I'm trying to find out. Is it actually the psyche of the people in the area that actually project or emanate the
apparitions,
the apparition, that's right.
Activity. So what you're saying is the ghosts may not be independent of the person. They may be something projected by the person themselves.
Or the persons in the group. I think that fear might be a catalyst.
Now, we're in the Christmas season, and there's a new movie, not a new movie out, but every year it seems there's another rendition of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol with the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. Have you seen the new one?
No, I haven't.
It's really good, by the way. It's really good. Is Christmas time or is any time of year a particularly good time for paranormal activity? Does it vary from point in the calendar to point in the calendar?
I think that it's more with the haunter. It's more associated with the haunter. You know, what dates are important to them.
Okay.
Their anniversaries, their death dates, whatever the situation may be. I think that's what actually relate to more hauntings.
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to ask you straight out. Do you believe in ghosts?
Not yet.
Do you believe in psychic ability? Do you believe that there's some ability to project these things from the individuals?
I do believe in paranormal activity. There is paranormal activity, whether they're ghosts or just our own psyche.
Some sort of, again, paranormal just means abnormal, something that is not normal. Something that we understand. How did you get involved in this? How did you get interested?
Well, you get those feelings every once in a while. You feel cold rushes. You're walking through a house and you get scratched mysteriously.
Tell me about that. What do you mean you get scratched?
Well, you're walking through a house and all of a sudden you feel cold, and then my stomach started burning. I lifted up my shirt and there was a couple scratches.
So this actually happened to you?
This actually happened.
You get scratched in your stomach. Where did this happen?
Right here in Conway.
Wow, at a house?
At a house, I'd rather not say. But.
And were you invited to this house to explore, or was this a house that you just
No, just a house I happened to be in.
Oh my goodness.
It started getting me going. Geez, maybe.
And it seems like a lot of ghost stories, quote unquote, are similar, where they involve characteristics like the temperature dropping, and it's not the first time I've heard that scratch story before. Is this something that you find consistent?
Yeah, I think it's a way of somebody's trying to communicate.
So I'm having a lot of fun learning about ghost stories in the Mount Washington Valley. Any other places that you've investigated or that you would like to investigate?
Yeah, Toll Hill in Eaton. There's an abandoned farmhouse where a horse supposedly got stuck in a blizzard and couldn't get trapped and died in that house, and to this day haunts that house.
Wow, in the house?
In the house.
The horse was in the house?
In the house, and also Uncle Milty's place in Eaton Center. Is another place we'd like to investigate. They say there's orbs and free-floating spirits.
Oh my goodness. So when you investigate, what kind of data do you look for?
You look for cold temperature drops.
Yeah.
You look for electromagnetic field, photos, video.
Have you ever caught anything on a photo or video? Like,
No, not personally. Wow. And I've tried a lot of places.
Right. If you had one chance to like investigate any place in the world, where would you want to go?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of good hauntings.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Europe. A nice old castle in Europe, maybe.
Probably the older the better.
Older the better.
If someone wants to either follow your progress on the investigation of the Stark Cemetery, or maybe wants you to check out something for them, how can they do that?
They can go to nhparainvestigations.webs.com. They can contact me, and I'm looking for people to join me on investigations. I'm trying to build a backbone crew.
Wow.
Be a member of our website.
Fantastic. And then again, you're investigating the Stark. Are you going to be able to post your results online, or
we'll put them online. We'll have a blog going. We'll have upload. If you have an experience and photograph it, you can upload that to the site.
And I've even before the interview, you were telling me you might even have some footage on Valley Vision.
On Valley Vision, that's right. We plan on doing a pretty regular show on Valley Vision, showing what we've done and what's available here in the Mount Washington Valley.
All right. If anybody's afraid of ghosts and wants to avoid them, do you have any suggestions? Does garlic work? That's vampires, right? I should be asking my director, Kelly, because she's the vampire expert. But
no, just stay calm.
Just stay calm. Okay. That's easy for you to say. If I see a ghost, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay calm or not. All right. Well, we're running out of time. This is a very informative interview. What's the website one more time?
nhparainvestigations.webs.com.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure.
And we'll be back to wrap things up.